Dragons. Last time, the Seven Dawns rolled the contract for Sezdir, and Fryn and Sezdir did a 1v1 battle, where Fryn unfortunately lost her life. As soon as Fryn perished, everyone hopped in to attack Sezdir. After a long, hard-fought battle and many close calls, you guys able to defeat Sezdir, Navini, and Camilla. And we start there, as everyone's calming down from this epic fight.
So my circle should still be up from hunger.
Oh, yeah, I just removed it.
I need
Do you want me to put it back up?
Well, we all know that it pretty much just from this, like from here, just count like 4 circles in all, or 4 squares in all directions. Or that area.
Yeah, it's a circle.
Close enough.
Yeah.
So we just killed everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Sezdir's body is up here.
Yeah. Anna being up there, she's gonna like lower herself down. Is the King's Blade laying on the ground next to him?
It is.
Okay. Anna's just gonna pick it up and start glancing it over.
You see, that is a pitch dark blade. You haven't seen the Sword of Chalcedon, but for player purposes, it looks damn near identical. It has a golden guard and handle and pommel.
Okay. I'm assuming Ari's still down but not out.
Ari's quite hurt.
Yeah.
By the way, Gareth, how are you looking? Gareth.
Just fine.
Okay. No hit points needed?
No.
Okay. Fine.
No, I don't know if you people are being quiet for large periods of time here or if my Discord's having a stroke.
People are being quiet as I'm doing my thing. I'm trying to load up D&D Beyond, but it's being slow. I know I have some healing potions on Anna, so Anna's gonna go over to where Ari's laying it. Does I offer out a hand?
Ari will take it and kind of get her way up to standing.
And pull a potion out, just kind of like toss it to her and shrink down back to her normal size and start making her way over to where Gareth is at.
Okay. Ari will drink the potion. Whatever. It's
a normal. I think it's like 2d4 plus 4. It was just a basic one.
Yeah, I think it's 2d4 plus 2.
Sounds right.
2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So did we kill both of them, or one of them?
Yeah, everything's dead.
So they're not
Nice roll.
just like. So they're obviously dead. Is my question.
The only thing you do see is Anna's specter holding up the ghost-like figure of its demon creature. That's it. Everyone else is either your ally or a corpse.
Trying to see if they could be mistook as still alive.
Oh, no,
Well,
Camilla is
Camilla's
No.
Camilla's over there.
Yeah, Camilla's over here, just slapped on the floor next to Feather in pieces,
Yeah.
and then
Ezra is.
And then
He's
this
a pile of
body-
pancake right now, and
yeah,
this other one, it looks like Riker, but you see it's kind of like chunks of it are falling off it to reveal this reddish demonic figure, very similar to the one that Spirit is holding.
Is it lying down or upright?
Lying down.
Is it obviously dead, or does it kind of?
I mean its head's missing.
Yeah. Is it dead?
I'm trying to look and see if I could misunderstand them as still being alive and shoot at them again.
You can shoot them if you want.
Oh no, if they obviously look dead, I'm not even
You
going
mean
to try.
frustration?
Lunk
Take it
isn't
out?
gonna try and shoot. No, not
They must-
frustration, more of fear.
They must not obviously look dead, otherwise you wouldn't be asking.
That's why. Okay, yeah, that's why I'm asking.
Emily's gonna walk over to Camilla, be like, you weren't that tough, were ya? And kick her body. Just a soft little tap.
I'm gonna hop down to Orphan's body.
Hunger's up still right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why I seen is at the edge, otherwise she'd be there too.
Oh, what is this?
Hunger for dog.
Hunger. Yeah.
Oh.
Hey Emma, or sorry.
Well, then I'll
No.
just hop down here.
Hey Anna,
Hmm.
wanna get rid of this? And points to hunger thing.
In a minute.
Yes, I agree.
My roll 20 is not, or not roll 20. D&D Beyond is not. Is anyone else having problems with it?
Nope.
I don't
No.
use it.
No.
Not roll 20. D&D Beyond. I can't get anything to learn.
Weird. Fine for me.
So, rip me then.
Did you try getting off it and going back on?
Yep.
Okay.
Have you tried turning it off and turning it back on again?
Equivalent.
Is Ari still chained to?
His corpse,
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Okay.
You're just gonna keep yourself chained? Like you're dead?
I mean, Ari's gonna unchain herself, like she'll take the cuffs off.
When you go to uncuff him, his body shrinks down about a foot down to his human size.
Okay.
He probably looks even more of a pancake now.
Yeah.
Ari is also going to search just in case he's had anything on his person besides the sword that Anna already took? Question mark, yeah?
Yeah. You search his body. He has a ring and a pair of gloves.
Okay.
You have no clue what to do.
I would like to search the half-demon thing, now knowing that it's assumably dead, with great caution searching.
It's not wearing clothes.
Of course, long feet.
Yes, as you find out that this is a very much naked devil lady.
Link starts groping her. There must be some treasures here somewhere. Maybe I can find them.
Well, seeing as nothing's there, stupid body kicks it.
Are you sure you don't want to try? I'm sorry.
Oh, I did try. Nothing is there.
Moving on from the gross parts.
Yes, please. And
Then I search the pile of pancakes that is the remains.
You have to go around. Because all the remaining pancakes are up here.
Oh. Okay, well the
You only have one
character is
pancake
over
pie.
here, so
I think he threw the red thing up there just to show us what she looked like.
Yes. More for lore purposes than anything.
Anyway, Anna was gonna do something with Gareth.
No, she was just walking over there. I was kind of waiting to see what everyone else was gonna be doing.
Okay. Zari have cloth enough that she could potentially, like, wrap up Bezdir's body.
You don't have anything that big. You have your, like, your bedroll. If you want to do that.
Good enough. Ari's just gonna kind of put him in there, like, not exactly nicely, but not exactly, like, terribly either.
So like a body bag. Just kind of zip them
Yeah.
up.
Pretty much.
Okay. You do that.
Hey Anna, is this gonna come down ever? Again, pointing to hunger thing.
I mean, eventually it'll drop.
How long did that last?
I think 10 minutes?
Yeah, you guys have a bit.
Nope, no we don't, because I can do something called Dispel Magic.
I need to look it up. Give me a moment.
Okay, so
Oh, sorry, it's only up to a minute. My bad. It's a third level. It's a third level spell though.
yeah.
So it's Dispel Magic.
So yeah. You cast a spell magic the spell phase.
Awesome. I'm immediately head to Warfrin.
You see that her body,
Dang.
from her, just above her hip, all the way across, her legs are completely separate from her body. The dog is out, as that thing is also dead.
Ari is also going to make her way down.
Okay, you can do it slowly enough without hurting yourself.
Cool. And I'm gonna go ahead and kind of, like, go over and give the dog a couple pets even though it's gone.
Mhm.
I'm gonna do
Before
ceremony.
I head over to Fryn.
Okay,
I'm gonna do ceremony on Friend. And obviously...
it takes an hour to cast.
Okay, I'm gonna start trying to.
Okay, you start the process of casting ceremony. Okay.
Everyone go silent.
I mean,
Are we all just mourning her then?
Ari is going to go ahead and it's not really like an official spell or anything, but she's gonna just kind of, like, whatever the sign for Torm is, if there's like a logoing, she'll more or less just kind of draw that in the air
Mm-hmm.
and, like, say a few little words more so to herself, her friend.
Yeah, you do the sign, you say a little prayer over Friend's body. Anyone else?
While Lunk came
yes,
on the
I
show.
pay my respects as I switch back in my regular clothes. Which
As Lunk
Still
strips
wearing-
naked after he touches a naked body.
A naked lady body.
Yeah.
Monk, can you go do that in a different room? This is not the time nor the place.
Okay, out of game, I need to switch my characters, but I take my hat off in respect.
I'm going to say to Lunk, here, let's separate her items from her so we can give her a proper burial.
Anna's in a pipe will be like that.
Wait, hold on. You're
won't
talking
be
about
necessary.
looting? But
No,
that's,
no, I'm
that's
talking
exactly
to me.
what you just said. You said you want to take the items off of her and separate it from her. You don't loot our friend. How dare you?
Coming from
I
the guy
thought
who
you were
almost got
supposed to
us
be the nice
killed.
one.
I do believe what Janice is trying to get at is that we, in order to do whatever chosen rites you decide to follow, it's generally better received if the person
Yeah,
is not
yeah.
surrounded by literally every last thing they own. They still belong to her. We are
Yeah,
just
but separate
taking
the
them off of the
funeral.
body.
No, you bury them with her
Whoop.
so she can have
Yeah,
these
yeah.
items in the afterlife.
Yes,
They will be.
but it's much easier to carry the body to the funeral without all the stuff on
I mean,
it.
I'm already doing a funeral.
I'm talking full burial.
Oh, okay, got
Again,
it. And I
that
put my hat back on and start taking stuff off of.
But what you're basically doing is just basically keeping the body from rotting, or not rotting, from going undead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I start to quote unquote loot.
again, Anna's gonna pipe up. Like, that won't be completely necessary. Depending on what she had with her. Like a
I mean, I'm not
attempt
taking
on
these and
bringing
like
her back.
shoving these in my pockets. I'm just taking them off of her and setting them off to the side.
I would prefer you not, Lunk, please.
Lunk doesn't hear you. Just keeps going.
And I, the
In the midst of my
coming
casting, I'll
behind
just
him.
grab a handful of sand, because I imagine the ground is sand or dirt, something.
Yeah, sand.
Flick it at Lunk.
Hey!
I'm gonna grab her her bag of holding and tell Lunk to come with me to the dog so we can carry the dog to her.
We're gonna
Here.
put the dog in the
I
bag?
mean, Chris.
No, I mean,
Yes, Anna.
Put the
technically you
specter over
could.
here.
Okay, out of character, Jordan. Technically, you could.
Well, then I suggest that as we go up to the dog. As we start to pick up the dog, I mentioned, can't we just put the dog in the bag? This is in game.
Okay, Anna. You were saying.
I'm trying to move this guy over to here.
Okay.
Thank you.
You see the ghost of Camilla going over to you guys.
And Anna's gonna pull out her cubic gate. Whatever you do with the dog, do it. But I'm gonna need whatever you just took off her, and I have an old friend we're gonna go visit.
And what exactly do you intend to do?
So what are you taking?
Whatever you just took off her corpse.
I literally just had a bag of holding to grab the dog.
The dog won't fit in the bag of holding.
Yes, it will.
It's a dire wolf. It won't fit in the bag of holding.
Ah, no. Did Chris, out of character? Did Chris not say it was an automaton?
It is a direwolf zombie construct.
It's an amalgamation.
Yeah.
It's a construct.
It is a construct. So technically it would qualify to go in the bag of holding. But it's too big to fit in the bag of holding.
Oh, well, Lunk, your idea was fucking stupid.
But no, I
How big
mean,
is the opening of the
assuming
bag?
4 feet.
It's like a bag. It's probably like a foot.
Or yeah, it's only a couple feet, so you can't. You couldn't put a person in it, so you can't put a dire wolf in it.
But it's a bag of holding.
Yeah, it
You still
doesn't-
have to fit through the opening of the bag.
Chris.
Lunk, square peg, round hole. Doesn't work.
Chris.
Not
Yes.
unless you shove
Crap.
it in there.
Janice, yes.
While everyone's distracted, I'm gonna pull the sword out of Orphan's bag and try and put it in my bag.
Okay, but-
Steve is still working on the body and the ceremony.
No,
Make a
no,
sleight of
it's in the
hand check.
bag.
Janice,
That's
make a sleight of
the
hand
bag.
check.
Bag of, hold on, let me pull my character sheet.
And I'm guessing perception from me.
It'd be
Wow.
passive.
It'd
be passive
because
perception
not
for everyone.
physically.
Passive perception. Okay, so what is that amount?
Lunk has a passive perception of 20.
Oh, where's my bucket?
I think Anna's a 21.
I probably see it.
I see it too.
Wow.
Yeah, everyone sees it.
Oh,
Ahem.
that was not sneaky at all.
Oh, no.
I think twice before doing that.
I'd like to go for a nabbing of the sword out from her hand and start to yell at her.
Cause test his strength check.
Oh, God. Actually, no, wait. We both suck at strength. It's okay.
Strength. Just a base strength.
Yeah.
Oh, did I accidentally close my fucking character sheet? Oh, excellent. Oh my God, let me.
Wow.
No, you're not doing this to me. I hate you. Why is it doing this? Oh, wait.
Click on strength.
There it goes. No, my character sheet was like really fucking up for some reason.
Yeah, only 6. I'm just going for a swipe. I'm not actually trying to pull it out.
4.
Oh God.
And look
Jesus.
at that. Okay.
Yeah. Janice is able to. As you
Keep it
try to
out.
pull it from her, she pulled away from you.
Okay.
I figured it'd be more like he tried swiping, but I just pulled it back slightly.
Yeah, more like that.
Yeah.
Speaking, it's really hard to concentrate on this ceremony spell with them fighting over a sword.
So with that failed check, I'm going to put it in my bag.
Anna pulls a gun out. I'm not gonna ask again.
No. This happens to be a holy sword that belongs to the church.
No.
Make a deception check.
That
Yes.
guy. Oh, I'm not very good at deception.
I'd like to help. I'd like to support that. Yes, it is a sword that belongs to the church.
As you tried stealing it.
No, because I'm gonna say that I've heard about this as I was hanging around at the church.
Anna, what's your passive insight?
There is no passive insight.
Every
Yeah,
skill
there
has
is.
passive.
It's just passive perception.
Every
No,
skill has
there's
passive.
investigation, perception, and insight.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
It is also a passive investigation.
I was gonna say, the only one I knew was a passive was with their perception.
Yeah.
What is a passive? Just your base?
No, it's
10 plus your score in that specific field.
yes, that.
Is it okay?
Oh, shit.
So, oh,
So your passive insight was a 13. You get hints or something off, but she seems to be telling the truth.
It's Janice.
oh yeah.
I know
Also,
better
also
than that.
Longcast. Yeah, Longcast rolled because he did pipe up.
Oh, what do I
Yeah.
roll?
I think he would roll either deception or persuasion because you're not technically lying, but you're trying to persuade.
I think
That's up to Chris.
Yeah.
That would be persuasion.
That'd be persuasion. Oh God. Okay.
It's
Boy.
pretty persuasion. Lonk, you should do this more often.
Dude, I got a 10 on whatever I roll.
You're pretty persuasive. You should do
Oh,
this
yeah.
more often.
Expertise and persuasion.
I know I got expertise in persuasion too. But not deception.
They seem to be telling the truth. Alright, you know for a fact, because you cast Legend of Lore on this weapon, it's not a holy relic belonging to the church.
It's technically a holy relic, but not to the church.
Yes.
I would beg to differ on that there, you two.
How do you know?
Welcome to casting legend lore on the weapon.
Legend or who now? What?
The spell I know courtesy of being a cleric, which tells me a lot about the particular weapon or item as long as I hold it and cast the spell on it. That sword doesn't belong to the church.
But it belongs to a church, right?
It belongs to the orc tribe who runs Camelot.
So. did
But
someone
Camelot's
answer
not there.
my
No.
question? Out of
No, it
game.
does not belong to a church.
Well,
Well, technically, it doesn't belong to
well,
anyone.
in
right
game
now.
I asked if it belongs to a church.
Garrett's right. It belongs to the museum.
You belong in a
I
museum.
mean, it does not belong to a church. Unfortunately, what it does belong to is a kingdom and group of people, but not a church.
And here I thought you were telling the truth. Janice. I knew you were up to no good.
Janice, you hear in your ear the sword. Murder these fools. Kill them all. Make their blood drip.
Ooh, I'd love to see the outcome of this.
I can ignore it.
So Anna already had her cubic gate up in her hand.
Hmm.
She's gonna click it, cast gate, orienting the face of the entryway down on the floor where everyone's standing. So when it pops up, everyone falls into hell.
Okay.
Don't
Let's pull
show
the
you.
map.
Emily's still up above, looking down for
Well,
that
yeah.
podium area.
It is
Well, I
20
kinda
foot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
well,
how many feet up though? Two.
I'm gonna be like, bye guys.
Yeah, well, it's 20 foot, but she's putting it on the floor everyone's standing on as the origin point, as the front. So once it's cast, you just...
Oh, shoot.
Let's see if I even have that map still.
Doesn't have to be anywhere particularly fancy.
Yes, I do have that map. Okay.
So we all get teleported somewhere?
Yes, you can teleport to the 9 hells.
Oh, good.
Hooray! Which hell are we in?
The layer of Dis, the second layer.
Is that the last one we were in?
That
Yes,
was the only one you've been in.
I hate to say this, but do I need to throw anything because spell?
Yeah,
It
make a
doesn't say concentration, though.
It'd be a Constitution saving throw.
It doesn't say concentration, though.
For what?
Ceremony.
Casting
Oh,
time is
okay.
always concentration.
So I need to make a what throw?
Constitution saving throw.
Oh, the saving throw, nice. 15.
Yeah, you're able to hold the casting time, but you can't get interrupted like that again.
Please some warning next time for that. I'm in the middle of something here.
Now,
So
unless
did
all of you want to spend the
So-
rest of your time here.
So when we fell, did we end up in the Coliseum in the middle?
How much
Yeah,
did
I'll
I
say
make
so.
left on my ceremony?
Well, no, when Anna clicked it, she just opened it to a open...
Oh yeah, it's
rocky-
random location because it's gate.
Yeah.
You're using the hell button on the cube, right?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, you only spent 1 charge doing that.
How much longer do I have for ceremony?
An hour?
A
Rip.
while. I was gonna say, you probably got like...
A minute, maybe 2 in.
I was gonna give it a little more than that, considering bickering back and forth, but you know.
Yeah. I say no more than 10
I was
minutes.
gonna like 5-ish. Meh.
A few minutes
This is
in.
gonna be a long hour for speed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
I
gonna
would like.
sit there the entire time while everything's going on around. It was like, I can't move. This sucks. It's
Emily,
like,
what you were saying?
Just drawing things and doing whatever.
I didn't get to it before, but I was going to discreetly loot Camille Lilith, or at least see if she had any loot.
Let me check.
I was saying you don't do it discreetly anymore, no one's there.
how did we all end up
I
in
was
different-
gonna do it before we got teleported, before everything started happening. While I was
The only item she's carrying on her is her very see-through-y,
I'll take it.
dress.
I don't care what it is. Okay.
And it's kind of half. And it's more V-neck now than a dress.
Fantastic. Easier to adjust armor.
It'd be clean, it'd be a nice bed, sexy time outfit. I don't
It's
know.
actually 2 pieces, easier to get on. Okay.
So yeah, everyone's in the 9 hells.
hell?
Courtesy of a portal.
And unless you all want to go back home with the last charge that I am in possession of, I suggest you just listen, play nice, and we can all go our separate ways. Now, between you two pointing her gun at Lunk and Janice, anything you have pulled from the body, please put back. Sven, don't worry about casting anymore.
Lunk has pulled nothing from the body but this sword from Janice.
She didn't pull anything from me. I go and place the bag back on Warfrin.
And
Okay.
whatever you pulled out of it,
Everything I had out of game, everything Lunk pulled from the body just was set off to the side.
What did you even pull? You didn't even pull anything in game.
Well, just like little,
I'll say some belts and stuff.
yeah.
You didn't get very far.
He
Pulled them
was
off, put it off
legit
to the
looting
side.
her. I just took the bag to grab
Yep.
a specific item.
You told that from what Lunk understood, he said to clear everything off from the body so that it can be separated.
Fair.
everything back where it needs to be,
Correct.
including the sword you pulled.
The sword belongs to the church.
We've already discussed that's
It is
not
a
the case.
holy relic of a bygone kingdom. Therefore, it now belongs to the church.
Alright, so Janice gets to spend the rest of her time here. Anybody else take anything? The spirit came too.
Yeah. I
Okay.
haven't got a chance to place it on there.
Yeah. Yeah, all this is going on. The spirit's gonna pick up the pieces.
Okay. It's picking up the pieces. So I find my token again.
And
That'll work. It's hard for a ghost to pick up pieces while it's.
well, it's not a ghost. It's a specter, so it can still pick things up. At least for a little while.
How long do you have that specter?
It's in an hour.
Okay, you have plenty of time.
Or wait, is it an hour or the next long rest? Give me a second. Oh, yeah, it's here to my next long rest. Unless I dispel it.
Oh, excuse me.
Now,
Ooh. Bleh.
does everyone want to go home?
Lunk wishes to get out of this dangerous place, yes?
No, what I've requested still has not been fulfilled.
What you have requested, Lunk has.
I'm not talking about you. Based on the contract I've all overheard you signing, well, her signing, it's going to take quite a bit of negotiation to try and get your friend back. So I need any cards in my hand as I can get. As well as the reconstruction fee, of course. Or you can all stay
To the
here.
effect of.
To the effect of all whatever possessions she had on her when she died. Whoever it was that she signed the contract with is not going to, well, He's dead, but anyone who was, overlooking the contract while signing is going to need quite a bit of convincing to let it go.
Was there anyone else in the room when we were signing?
All contracts signed by the devils are overlooked by those in the lower planes.
This one, after looking it over, after you find the contract on her body, you find this one's overlooked by Asmodeus himself.
And he's not easy to negotiate with.
Yeah, no one has ever talked to him directly.
So as I said, I need any cards in my hand possible to make this happen. So, you do it as I asked. I leave, and you can all go back home. Or, I can leave, and come back in about an hour and pick over whatever's left.
At this point, if it means getting her back,
Based on the contract, and by no magical means, so I have to do some real negotiating to make this happen.
I mean, it says no magical means.
Do you have any other way of bringing your friend back?
Given the fact that she was at least part vampire, might do something. Might be worth thinking about.
I mean, partly,
Not a
sure,
guarantee, but might help a little bit.
I mean, again, it could. Possibly. But as from my personal experience, I know my way is guaranteed.
Like I said, for the most part, as long as we get our friend back at that point.
Janice?
The sword will be returned to the church. upon
Say
getting-
it, come back to the church again, and we're just gonna put you down now. No church, as far as Arya said, wants it. And if they did want it, I think they would have searched and taken it. Do you want your friend back, or not?
Wait, friend.
Did you not consider your fallen companion a friend?
I may have.
Alright, then there's your answer.
Sphene will finally stop casting because, yeah. And she's gonna glare at Janice, be like, hand it over to her. Can I throw intimidation?
Sure.
That is a 17.
Jess, Sphene seems you're one hell of a desk clearer.
What would that be?
That would be me. That would be the blonde chick.
I'm talking. No. I know what you are. I'm talking about the role insight, right?
I'll leave it up to you.
I think that's.
Do you feel intimidated by how glaring she's looking at you?
Considering I literally have a gun pointed at me, probably not. I think Lunk was the only one who legit just put things back after having a gun point at him.
Yep.
Hey Anna, would you like some help with that aim?
I step away from Janice.
I mean, your people come from here, don't they, Janice? Don't you want to see what it's like in the city? I'm sure I could find you a prince that'll take you in and have some fun.
I'm literally just trying to fucking get shit. Hold on. Bro, these bills suck.
Jess, you can
I'm
see
going-
6v1 that you will stand no chance
Yeah, I
in a
know.
fight.
Oh no shit. I will return it only if I get it back. You can use it for whatever you want, but I will have it back, and it will go to the church for safekeeping.
Sure, I'll bring it back when I'm done.
I do believe the arbiters would lay claim on that, by the way.
Whatever is left over after I'm done with the negotiations, and if your friend comes back, whatever's left over,
We'll divide. It'll be fine.
we'll see what's left.
Make sure you send her over to my tavern that I have being built eventually.
Are
It'll
No,
be
given
Are you saying the item will be consumed?
your sword will be consumed, no.
Alright, because it really, out of character, it really sounded like you said that.
No. It's not like I'm not like throwing it into a pit and be like, yes, feed, pit.
Feed pit. Up into the stew.
So does she give it back?
I will take it out of the bag and place it point first into the ground next to her.
Yeah, I was gonna walk over. And with her free hand, pick it up.
Okay, you have two near identical blades.
And then start walking back to the specter that was holding friend.
Okay, the Spectre also has now the corpse of Camilla and the corpse of Sesdir. So,
I'm taking Fezdir.
oh yeah, you have Sesdir. Never mind. So it
Yeah,
has the corpse of
yeah.
Camilla.
No, it's not carrying Camilla's corpse. Camilla's corpse got left behind.
It was in
The
a
only
20-foot
corpse
radius.
It fell.
Oh, so it's just laying on the floor. No one's picked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only body that the Spectre picked up was friend.
Mhm.
Camilla's just laying on the ground.
You guys are starting to see imps surrounding the area that you're in. They look hungry.
Guys, these imps don't look friendly.
And at this
Does
point,
somebody wanna
Anna,
grab Camilla's body for me?
Come on.
as they're doing that, Anna and the Spectre will start floating up off the ground.
Mhm.
As I was saying, Anna, send her over to the Clockwork Scarab. We agreed to have a chat.
We'll see how much of her memory remains when she comes back, if she comes back. But I'll do my best. Now everyone get into a nice little circle.
Somebody's gonna grab Camilla's body for me, or do I gotta hold that too?
Fine, where is it?
It's on the floor, easy enough to see.
Okay, picks it up and brings it over.
Okay.
Thank you.
At least it's a female touching it, not the other guys.
Yeah, it's completely naked because someone stripped off her nightgown.
Lovely.
I said I was gonna leave it, so thank you.
Yes, he's shooting daggers at Lunk.
Why?
Gonna come in a little closer there, Ari?
You're the one who's
Yeah.
far away, Spain.
Okay, everyone's in a circle. For a second, Revy, everyone's in a circle close enough for you to cast Gate.
Well, I'm gonna wait just a little bit. That way, just a couple are close enough to bamf in there with them. Nothing like super scary. Just a handful.
Okay, as you guys are being teleported back to where you're picking our Anna.
Where am I picking? I'm gonna drop them because I know the Red City well enough, don't I?
Yeah.
Because I don't know the Dawn Razors at Angel's Tears. No, would I? Would Anna know? Let's roll. Let's see.
She wouldn't.
She wouldn't.
Unless you were literally scrying.
It's not
It's not Angel's Tears. It's coming to the Red City.
coming to the Red City.
Oh. Well, Anna doesn't know any of that. Anna's gonna open the gate and send them to the dock in the Red City.
Okay. As the gate opens and you guys teleport to the Red City, a few imps come in to the Red City with you. As soon as they realize that they're not in the Nine Hells anymore, they fly away and disappear.
How about this? I smacked them hard.
Okay, I'm gonna have to make a dexterity check.
Me to make a dex?
Yep.
Check. Okay. That is a 9.
Yeah. You go to swing, you get hair.
As soon as I see one of them flee away, the closest one to me.
Can I try grabbing one by the throat?
I also tried to smack one.
Okay, everyone who's trying to get one, I'll say there's 5. So you missed hers. Everyone else roll dex check.
Dex check. Can
If I
do.
miss, could I use my action to use my
What?
thing to hit the?
You smack yourself in the
Fine.
face.
Okay, Sveen, what you're saying?
Can I use my arch thing? You know,
Divine Sense?
that slashy slash thing.
Oh, the arcing.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Can I use that?
Okay, you swing wide and send arcs of divine energy and you hit nothing. Garrus, you catch one. Got invisible in your hand.
Murder time.
Can I join in that? I can make it current.
No, you mayn't.
Oh.
Okay, Garrus, so you're just gonna.
Yes.
Okay, you're grappling it, so you have advantage on every single hit. The first one you
Jeez.
hit, it just explodes. The bloody guts everywhere. It's like 1 hit point. It's fucking
Great.
great.
Yeah. That's why no help is needed.
I could have made it hurt a bunch, though.
Then try that with this one, and he'll shove Janice toward you.
Wait,
I
what
mean,
did,
for the shenanigans she pulled.
what did you just do to me?
Shove you towards
You're
Fiend.
standing right in front of a blade-wielding Sphene that is not too pleased with you.
Wouldn't be the first time.
What? But no, I
The
think
issue
it's
with,
time we all.
I'm gonna say the issue with that though, on a character is you're in the city, which is literally my home.
So, whoop-de-doo.
Kings are killed in their castles all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You're at the dock. It's not like anyone really noticed.
Or dead body of docks.
That's, you know. We already have 2. If we bring up another, it's gonna look a little.
I'm looking to see if there's anyone around.
Yeah, you can see there's plenty of dock workers about. They all seem like the rough and gruzzle type.
Cool. That is all.
Anyway,
now.
we should get these bodies taken care of.
Yes. I do believe we would be looking to go to potentially the... Well, we have like two options. I believe we should go to the king, seeing as Thesdir is his, like, exiled son. And
I'm gonna have
you...
to explain all this to him.
Nah, I mean, that'll take a little bit. It'll be fine. If anybody else wants to go, you are free, but you don't have to come with us.
You need someone to help carry bodies. I'm coming.
That's fine. I'm also voting that these are both probably going to be going to the arbiters with me.
I don't care less how these bodies are taken care of.
Speaking of, I still haven't seen my friend, and she was supposed to have tried to show up, but, you know.
Things got intense fast, I suppose.
Here we are. So, we should be going. Try and get this done as soon as possible, and that way the bodies don't, like, imbue everything to their scent.
Anyway, let's get going then, Ari.
Yes.
So where are you taking the bodies?
I'm following wherever Ari's going.
First off, I'm going to make a stop to the police of the town.
I'm coming too, by the way.
The
There is
police.
no police.
There is the Invention Guild run by Camilla.
We're not going there. Never mind. If they're run by Camilla, I'm not bringing that body there.
Alright, so here, out of character here.
Ari, what are you thinking? What are you thinking?
Out of character here. Alright, so you have the dead body of one of the heads of the town, heads of the houses of the high houses of the town. The one who runs the Adventurers Guild, who is also the guard of the city.
Well, unfortunately, we have to bring them somewhere, and bringing them straight to the arbiters is probably going to end up with both bodies being burned and never being found again. That would be fine as well, other than the fact that, well, one's a major political power, and currently the other is the disgraced and exiled son of the king.
Say, do we have any bedrolls? I'm guessing that's what you used for him. For her?
I used mine for him.
I only have backpack and clothing.
If somebody else have a bedroll we can borrow or use, we'll get you a new one.
Here.
Thank you.
So yeah, you stuff Camilla into the art bedroll. So it'll be less conspicuous. Except
Yeah.
the fact that you have two bodies and body bags over shoulders. This could be a little bit conspicuous. It's better than revealing their faces around town.
Yup. At this point, I guess our best thing to do would be to seek an immediate audience with the king.
I think someone is good at getting an audience with the prince, but the king...
Well, the prince will get us one step closer, at least.
We'd be asking
Janice.
to the...
Janice, it's your time to not be a total useless and party hurting person right now. Please.
Oh, but wouldn't that just be so much fun? Alright, in any case, I will see you all later. I'll give a little wink, and then Janice is gonna take an immediate battle pose. Like, we're gonna get her, like, we have to stop Thesdir! And then just gonna be absolutely confused where she is. Because I can do that now.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can just completely swap personalities.
Yep. I can do that now. Thanks to Chris.
Oh,
That's his idea, not mine.
So does that mean you're gonna actually help us at this point or not?
Out of character?
No,
In game.
Janice is
Oh.
completely confused where she's at.
Yeah, Janice is just confused how she's in the Red City. When we were literally just fighting Thesdeer.
You know that was also in the Red City, right?
Oh,
It was, but
meant,
different parts
I meant
of the
at
area.
the docks.
Yeah.
You know what I meant.
No, not really.
Janice, you were just fighting him, what? Not even an hour ago?
But I'm suddenly at the docks. We were at the...
We also visited hell.
What?
Literal hell.
Anna
Oh
has
boy,
friends.
not this again.
I'm gonna like sniff my shoulder to check for like brimstone smell.
You always smell like brimstone.
What was that?
You always smell like brimstone because you're a tiefling.
You know what? You're right. I totally forgot about that. You're right.
Everyone else carries a slight hint of sulfur and brimstone.
You need me to give you proof that we dealt with the issue, Janice?
Yeah.
Ari is going to proceed to just open it far enough so that you can peer in and tell it's Thesdeer, but not so far as to openly display it.
Janice is gonna do a little like mouth covered gasp, and like, oh my god, it actually happened.
Do you mind getting us an audience with the king?
Yes, please. That would be fantastic right now because we can't exactly go to the...
I can
Adventures.
try for the king, but it'd be faster to go through the prince.
Let's do
That's
that.
fine.
Whatever gets us there.
Alright.
Okay, well,
I'm gonna have them follow me, but we're gonna take like like not busy streets, obviously.
obviously. We'll say for the sake of brevity, you guys get to the castle. You meet up with the prince after convincing the guards that to allow 2 bodies into the castle.
That took some heavy convincing.
It did take some heavy convincing. Luckily,
I'm very persuasive.
luckily Janice and Sphina are very persuasive.
It's more like I know everyone within the fucking castle.
And Sphina is a charisma powerhouse.
Persuasion +8.
Persuasion plus 11.
Yeah. So you guys are with the prince, Ronar. And he's like, why do you have 2 bodies?
This is gonna be like I have
Long
no idea
story.
how it happened.
There's a lot of explaining.
Yeah,
Do you remember a guy named Thesdeer?
Why are you bringing up my brother?
How was your relation with him again?
I was very young when he got exiled. Dad doesn't
What
really
is
talk to
your
him that
current
much.
opinion of him?
He was a very cool older brother, and again, I know what happened because of books and the
What if I
townsfolk.
told you he was trying to end this world?
He just looks blank. His face is just, and eyes seem distant.
I know it sounds
The
outlandish.
unfortunate part is he was willing to basically more or less sacrifice the entire world for the sake of trying to bring back a former deity
Lilith?
who had lost their status.
Lilith?
And in doing so, he had created the cult of Lilith. And/or, if you've heard of the cult of 3 daughters, they are one and the same.
And was going to use Diana, I think her name is?
One of the moon goddesses.
No, it starts with a D.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
It's
It's
Diana.
gonna be a Diana.
Diana as a sacrifice for Lilith.
he just seems distant. He can see your mouth movements, but kind of those scenes in movies where a character senses a heavy loss, and then just the entire world around him goes kind of like muty. He's in that mode right now. Does you guys can talk and talk and talk? He just distant look.
Would you rather us be telling this to your father?
He shakes his head no, it's because he just can't find the words to come out.
Is there someone we can talk to I don't know what the family wants to do with bodies, because we have a second one which will probably not be viewed in the best light, but this person was also one with the cult.
He takes a long time before he replies. And it's very monotone. I'm not in the right mind right now to make those decisions. And I don't think anyone in the court will have a proper decision for you once they hear this news. It's going to be quite difficult for a long time for even the upper parts of our society to even process this. We're going to have to do a long form investigation to see if the claim is true. In the meantime, I don't know. I can't
If you
think
want
straight.
the truth of the cult activities, look at Angel's Tears.
I was just going to say that.
Oh,
As it stands, currently there is quite a, from what we've understood, a large group at Angel's Tears. We are supposed to meet up with some other people there in approximately 2 weeks' time.
He just kind of nods and he walks over to a chair and sits down. And his stare comes infinitely more distant.
Ari is going to set down the body bag,
Mhm.
and she's going to go up to him and go, if you would like for the time being, I can have people watch over the 2 bodies until it can be determined what to do with them.
He just kind of nods.
Okay.
We'll say for the sake of time, you do find arbiters to priests and clerics to look over the body. It takes about a week for both the kingdom to process everything that happened, and they're willing to see your guys' claim that both one of their heads of one of their houses is part of an evil cult trying to take over the world. When you guys go raid Angel's Tears, after the Dawn Razor is done being fixed, there's going to be an army of adventurers backed by the king himself and a group of highly trained investigators to look over every single scrap of evidence at Angel's Tears.
And before the entire place was cleaned up.
Yeah. And Camilla's Manor. At Camilla's Manor, there's enough evidence there alone to not put all of you in jail right now.
Not?
To not put us in jail.
Yeah.
AKA, we're not arrested yet.
From there, in about 2 weeks' time, you meet up with the CLs and an entire task force. You guys go raid Angel's Tears, capturing hundreds and thousands of cult members.
Oh, jeez.
Hundreds of thousands?
100 or thousands, just a dash.
I was gonna say.
Hundreds to thousands.
Not comma, a dash.
Hundreds, 2,000.
69 years? No,
No,
629.
Are we sure it's not countless? Okay.
Countless zombies, yes.
Countless members have been arrested.
Unlimited zombies.
After finding the secret lair down deep below what is known as Moon's Ridge, you find Triana tied up on a sacrificial platform next to one of Diana's avatars.
Ari is gonna rush up to Triana.
She is bruised and beaten, but seems to be well taken care of otherwise.
And she's just gonna go, I thought you were supposed to have gone into hiding.
She says weakly, they found me almost immediately. After freeing both Triana and Diana's avatar, which is,
Real quick here, with that, Gare Bear will also help Triana down, and then, oh crap, I forgot the comment I was gonna make. Darn it. Oh no, it was gonna be just, come on sis. That was all. Then when she shoots a weird look, it'll be like, I'll explain in the car.
I'll explain on the airship. After having a long conversation and finding enough evidence to Garrus's claim, she acknowledges Garrus as siblings.
It's a nice, happy family reunion.
Uh,
Character.
Girlista is still apologizing to Ari for being late for Sensier's fight.
It's okay.
After 2
You
weeks,
just get to come with me for a little while.
and as you guys return to the Red City victorious and saving the world, what do you guys want to do?
Who's going first?
I go
Ooh.
to Charity to tell stories of my recent achievements.
And she listens intently.
I spend the evening at the church.
Do we know what gender the baby's gonna be yet?
How long has it been? I don't know.
It's been about 3 months.
Okay, yeah, we can't tell. They don't have.
Probably
Can we
4 by
just
now.
random because it's gonna be the end of the episode anyway?
No, you guys will find out, maybe.
Wow.
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 Well, you did say that if this...
Hang on, let me roll odd or even.
You did, hold on, DM. You
Even
did
for
say
girls.
that...
Just pet her open and find out real fast.
Are you saying boys are odd?
Yes.
Yes, even girl, boy, boys.
Oh, guys, hold
What?
on a hot second. The DM did say that if this whole world picks up again, it'd be in 6 months. Well, that
Yes.
would be, time for that thing to pop out. Well, how would that be for a great, hey guys, come back together?
That'd be good.
Oh no, stuff happened. Jeez.
Yeah.
Guys, you're closing too many plot hooks. So just leave it. I
And
suggest.
I will let you guys know mid-May if I need more time.
That's fair.
Oh wait,
Anyway.
you wanna pick this back up, Chris?
Eventually.
Maybe.
We'll see, though. We'll see. Maybe I won't feel like picking it back up. But right now I have too much going on in life.
Oh, definitely. No, we've been doing this for quite some time, and it's been fun.
I'm glad you liked it. It's just a lot of work.
Anyway,
Brian, here's your opportunity. You
Okay.
wanted to be a TM.
Emily, let's start with you.
Oh boy.
And I'll work our way down the list.
Out of character, did you get my message?
I did get your message. If you want to say it out loud for everyone else to
Well,
know.
I figured you would have, you would run the.
Okay, I'll start you off. After the fight with the cult, you find a message on your desk saying that you've been expelled from the Arbiters for not doing your paperwork.
Oof.
That darn paperwork. After reading this, Emily's a little distraught.
You didn't hand in your paperwork, Wazowski.
That is exactly what I was thinking.
And the rock. Anywho, so after hearing that, Emily will be a little distraught, but then she'll go out and realize that her mother and possibly some of her kin would still be alive. So she'll then travel the last known place of her mother and start investigating that, and hopefully one day she will see her mother again and possibly reunite her kingdom.
All right, that sounds perfectly fine. Garrus.
Gear Bear is going to go find Allie, what's her face, the boat maker.
Allie Dawnforger.
That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. He's going to pay her an aggressive amount of money to make a small Gen 3 airship, and he's just going to use that to get all the crap that Anna wants, when that's requested, and also just start collecting all the other artifacts of Rune and other powerful crap, because he doesn't need people like Janice to get a hold of that stuff.
Ha ha ha! Have fun. I already have one of them.
I have two, so suck it.
You have none, Garrus, because Anna took all of them.
Gauntlet.
You have one.
Oh yeah, this was the.
Oh, I thought Anna was talking. I was gonna say. Never mind. Carry on.
Okay.
Garrus,
Garrus, I'll say it takes about 3 months to get your airship.
That's fine.
And in the time, you do a bunch of research and look for possible locations for different artifacts to Rune.
Yep.
After your ship's complete, are you hiring a crew, or are you...
Well, it's supposed to be, the plan is for it to be small enough to be functional with one person running it. So keep costs down.
It'd be like a skiff a little bit.
No, more like a super or Corvette, but yep.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's an air skiff or an air dinghy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's got enough room for like a cramped below where all the powerful crap gets put.
Well,
Yeah, you have a giant like loot moving fortress of just you.
I mean, being the size of like a Bork or something would be more realistic.
Like a what?
A yacht, I say.
That's still huge.
It's still
Yes,
huge.
a Bork is a classification of ship. It's a size or two smaller than your classic, frigate that you see in the movies.
Well,
it's it's 2 big sails instead of like the 3 giant sails.
Yeah. So basically, well, in my brain, I equate that to a Corvette just because for future Corvettes are, small adventuring party sized.
Yes.
Okay. We'll say that happened and you're out exploring, discovering, collecting all sorts of different artifacts.
It's basically turned into Skyrim.
Oh, God.
Jess.
Yes. Alright, okay, hold on. I was literally looking up a ship here. Just so people could get a picture. Alright, I had it, hold on, I just had it planned out in my head. Let me... So... Afterwards, all that, as flipped Janice, I am going to pen a request to the church to... Oh, what's the word? I'm not gonna say set up, but call up a small force or something to, I'm gonna say, rescue a holy item from these 7 layers of hell.
9 hells.
Not 9 hells, sorry. From the 9 hells that they stole. And I will include the description of what said item is. It is, yes, the holy blade of the king of Camelot.
Okay, you have this request, and it is being processed, and a holy crusade is being in the works. It takes a long time. In this time, Gloria died of old age.
Oh.
Kind
time for a huge funeral.
Yep, there's a huge funeral.
Everyone crying.
Everyone of the church was around her when she passed. The entire city and a lot more people show up to her funeral than any one that you thought that she might have influenced.
It's just fucking huge.
It was a fucking massive funeral. Different leader was picked. This one gives you far less freedom.
Let me guess, it's, what's her name?
No, it's the one above her, which I don't have a name for, unfortunately.
I don't, oh, Mark.
And Jess, your holy crusade for the Sword of Gassadon is being assembled.
Very cool.
It's going to take years to try to get back.
It'll take years.
Years.
There you go. Alright, I found what I was looking for.
Look,
Yes.
what do you do?
I set up things to start being, well, after once the child is born, I set up things to start traveling.
Traveling with Charity?
Yes.
She's not the most happy camper for traveling. She always likes to stay in one place.
Well, okay, then after conversating and after, giving up some certain things, I agreed to, mainly stay around here, but still continue to...
Lung settling down?
No, I am not settling down.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you.
I mentioned that I will be returning quite often, but I still need to keep moving on, or moving around.
Sherry tries setting you up with the Adventuring Guild on several times to keep you in the city. There are plenty of police work, quote unquote, to do around the city.
Is that what it is? Police work? Police, basically?
The Adventuring Guild is the police because the House Zerial left. And no one has heard from them ever since.
Regrettably, at this moment, I do that. I accept the...
Oh yeah, after joining the Adventuring Guild, you're never bored. There's plenty of Fey BS that goes on. There's plenty of cops. The standard police business mixed in with a little magic.
Well, we'll see how these next few months go doing this, doing these odd jobs, essentially.
No day is like the previous one.
Well, obviously. But, yeah.
Sphene.
So after the cult and everything, Sphene will head back to Wolf's Pine to overwatch if it's still in the construction phase. I think it still is.
Oh yeah, it's in early construction phase right now.
Yeah, overwatch the construction and...
Yeah, you do meet up with the Lost Boys.
Yeah, I was gonna say help out the other Zadian elves.
The Zane elves are helping with construction and excited to work once it's finally built. One of the Lost Boys, the leader, gives you a report of the different things you told him to go investigate. In this report, it's the leader of Wolfspine, Draven, is a doppelganger. The local wizard, Jedi, is using moon dust to enchant his natural items, which is toxic, which gives him the quote-unquote weak lungs. Outside Wolfspine, there is a medieval-looking circle device. It seems to be broken. No clue what it does. And then they find out that one local resident, human male, Ronnie, 12 years ago he set a fire that killed 12 people. He was never caught, but still haunts him. And one of the older, the blacksmiths, Kevin, hides his snacks from his wife, and he hides it in an alley called Fishhook Alley.
I'm satisfied with this, and they'll be getting good jobs once it's all done and everything.
Sounds good.
And Sven will also spend lots of time with Armor Kun.
Of course. Anna, you spend most of your time trying to fix Fryn. Going down to set up even a remote meeting with Asmodeus.
Yes.
Unfortunately for you, you got the meeting.
Thank you, Jordan.
So is this
Unfortunately,
over,
you got the
is this over
meeting.
Zoom or what?
No, it's Doom.
It's kind of like project image sense. So yeah, kind of over Zoom. What do you say to the King of Hell?
I pull out that, because assumingly when I took that sword from Janice, it started trying to talk to me and whatnot.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope,
Okay.
I'm still tuned.
Yeah, you're still tuned to it, unfortunately. So it's just a normal looking sword.
Yeah, to you it's just a sword. I never
Well,
let
she's
the
gonna-
attune go.
She's gonna take both of the swords that
Mhm.
she had from the interaction and a few of the things that were in Friend's bag and just kind of lays them out in front of the projection and explains to him that she's bringing these things as an offering to trade for the soul of one of the members of the Seven Dawns. And then, if all possible, whatever attributes the sword that Janice had taken and wanted back, do as he pleases with it, but allow her to take the sword itself back as a sign of good faith.
When she ended and eventually does get there.
Asmodeus kind of looks at you and just kind of puzzled why he should even remotely dare think about breaking this contract. He's a lawful god, by the way.
Well, the other party that was involved fell, so it was a contract of mutual destruction. And seeing as the promoted party is dead and won't be returning as far as Anna's concerned, that this individual, given the fact that it wasn't her fight really to begin with, but took it up anyway, be given a second chance due to acting out of good faith in her companions.
He looks at you and says, no matter how noble, how fruitless, or how different a person being contract is, once a contract is signed, that is it. doesn't matter if one side was right or wrong, and whose fight was it. It is a signed deal. I do not break deals, and this contract is under my rule. Some of the other archfiends can break their contracts. I will never.
Anna's got a quite good handful of souls that the party was collecting for her between that time. She promotes a trade, whatever soul she's in possession of for the one.
Many
As a-
other archfiends have tried to make deals like this, and they had tens of millions of souls just to bring back one. I still refused.
Anna nods and collects what she had laid out and starts heading out from wherever this projection was.
Oh yeah, as soon as you turn us back to it. It fades. Do not mess with the
And,
King of Hell.
And then pretty much goes back, finishes up whatever construction was left over with Bryn, given that she doesn't have her own spiritual essence for the time being. Gets her to at least like a functioning drone status.
It takes
Uh,
a better part of 6 months, but you're able to get her to some sort of drone animated corpse status. Ari.
and then
Oh, sorry. Continue.
was
Anna.
it? So, assuming this whole crusade is coming down here.
Which you have no
Is
idea about.
Well, I know. Anna, yeah, in character, no. But like any time between then and now, in that 6 months time period to get her up, or is it still like a ways out?
Oh, that crusade probably won't happen for at least 5 years.
How does it take that long?
Convincing a lot of people to go into the Nine Hells to retrieve one artifact.
All because you're attuned to it, or what?
Can't
Oh,
Anna
yeah,
can't Anna attune to all that shit that she has?
Every time you try to tune to the Sword of Castledon, Anna, it seems being blocked. You can tune to the King's Blade just fine.
Yeah,
and
she
actually
does.
it's a very powerful sword.
Yeah, she replaces the arm the right hand she had crushed with it, since that right hand just turned into a normal generic sword again. She replaces it with that.
Wait. Did you just pull a quest for Camelot? And, like, bind a sword to your hand?
The King's Blade one.
Okay, yeah, you just pulled a quest for Camelot.
Which is a great movie, by the way.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time. Anna,
That was it.
once you attuned to the King's Blade the first time, it asked you, "What is my name?"
Anna doesn't know any of this.
Give it a name. That's all it's asking for.
Oh, give it a name?
Yeah. Every owner has given it a name. The last one called it Nightblood.
Life Drinker.
Okay. That's the only time I ever talked to you.
Oh, that's fine. Just hold on to everything else she had done, since Brent's grown, so whatever was on hand. Which is pretty much everything. Okay, go on.
Ari.
Ari, after like getting everything sorted out with all the everything that goes on, is going to proceed to head back to the Arbiters.
Okay.
And while she's there, she's gonna see if she can figure out why the one person at the ball killed the noble.
After some heavy investigating, because arbiters are very secretive, you find that a small sect of the arbiters, one of the 10 leaders, his name was Maximilian, is head of the assassination part. And he's been doing some very odd, non-critical assassinations recently, including the one of the noble.
Ari will kind of just keep quietly investigating that. And while she does that, she will kind of help her Clarissa.
Gorista.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll go around with her for a while, kind of just help her with what things come up for her.
Mm-hmm.
Or if things come up for Ari, she'll just drag her with and be like, no, you're coming to deal with my stuff too.
Yeah. It's been a long 6 months. You train Garista to be an actual capable fighter on her own, being more confident. Triana every once in a while gets back in contact with you, but to this day still remain in hiding. This time, try to hide yourself better. And that is it for now.
Did we level up?
I was about to ask that. Oh, Chris, I forgot to say, I trick myself to learning about Camelot.
Okay.
Wow.
What?
How do you think you trick yourself when you have two different personalities? The one that's obviously knows everything and knows everything, and then the one that doesn't know anything.
Okay, but these are still your characters.
And,
So,
I'm asking, how do you do it?
oh, okay. Well, you want to know the essence of how Janice works? I'm guessing you guys kind of know. At least for like. Alright, so you're alright with two sides. The good one and the evil one,
So you're Two-Face?
essentially. Actually, without the scarring. When the good one is up and the evil one is dormant, the evil one can sense everything that's still going on, as if it was still her in the body.
Okay.
But the other way around, good Janice knows absolutely nothing and just blacks out. And it's like a flash. How it's saying I'm tricking myself is literally like writing stuff about Camelot in a way to make her research it herself.
Ah.
You see what I'm
So
getting here?
then why doesn't evil Janice just take control 24/7?
Because that's not how it works. She has to blend in.
Yeah, just blend in.
Yeah.
But always be.
Yeah,
secondary.
she can blend it. She can just go off whenever.
So then, yeah, why give power or control back to regular Janice?
Evil Janice can come out anytime now, whenever
Yeah,
she wants.
that's why I said, why
Yes.
not stay out all the time?
Because you have to remain incognito. What happens when the church finds out you're evil?
But they won't, because you know how regular Janice works. You know
Yeah,
how
but
regular
but
people
re-
act.
but regular Janice herself doesn't know this, and is innocent to a T. So you literally could not pin anything on her.
Because long someone could figure out the true nature. Like someone has a spell to detect true nature. they do that, they're going to see the evil. So if the evil rescinds and the good's on the front, well, they're going to see the front face value.
It's
So the
nothing
sweet
but good.
innocence out in front,
It's
you're not gonna see that.
It's not gonna sense anything.
well, everyone has a dark side, so it's like, oh, I see you have a whole lot of good, you have a dark side too, but everyone has some dark, so it's like, okay, but I clearly see that you're good and glowing on the outside, so.
So it's gonna see more of the dark, or more of the light.
Yes.
Yes,
It's
the light's gonna be the
basically
outside,
a-
so it's gonna overshadow the dark.
Got it.
Evil Janice uses good Janice as a cover
Exactly.
because nobody in the city suspects Janice because she's the huge goody two shoes.
And then she can come out whenever she wants, she can just go
Yeah.
back in whenever she wants, because it's not like,
Yeah.
oh, she might lose control. No, it's just, she's just,
I'll-
oh, I'm gonna take a back seat.
It also helps she has a really good relationship with the royal family as a goody two shoes.
Yeah, which you're basically Jack the Ripper at this point.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Oh, I'll let you guys know sometime in May if we're picking this back up.
GG.
Man, I had such a good backstory.